September seems sunny as spring.
Why do I get up each morning to start? Happy and fed up with joy in my heart.
Why is it true just a trifle to do? Because I am living
A full life with you. Just a singing, singing in the rain. Just a singing, singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm so happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain and singing, just singing in the rain. Singing in the rain. Singing in the rain.
This next selection's not a show tune per se, but it is a stunner. It's a text by Christina Rossetti, and if you're familiar with her work, you know that it has a little bit of whimsy, but also simplicity. Her brother even said of her poetry that it was artless art. What I think he meant by that was a compliment in that it was never so complex that it lost its sense of humor. So I hope you enjoy What Do the Stars Do?
What do the stars do up in the sky? Higher than the wind can blow or the clouds can fly.
At this time, I'd like to welcome the stunning soprano Elena Carver. She's our soloist this evening. She too is a middle school choral director, and she has grown the program at Wellington Landings Middle School from 2 chorus classes to 4 in the last few years. She's a beautiful director, and her choir consistently earns superior ratings. She's going to sing the solo for a lovely piece by Moses Hogan. It's known as I'll Make the Difference. Moses Hogan is an American choral composer who wrote this piece for the Relay for Life for the American Cancer Society. In 2002, he wrote it. Shortly thereafter, in 2003, he passed of a brain tumor himself. But in such a time as he could see, unfortunately, the end, he still gave us such an inspiring piece of music and beautiful words that I think we can truly all glean from and live by. I hope you enjoy I'll Make the Difference.
Yes, I will make the difference.
right, I've got a surprise for my beloved chorus. On our Tuesday rehearsal, they asked if I might sing something at this concert, and they twisted my rubber arm to sing my very favorite composer. You may be familiar with Franz Schubert. This is a piece called An die Musik, and it's entitled To Music. And I've chosen this piece because it's very meaningful to me. I know that there may be a member of this chorus that has performed this piece before, but also because music is what has brought us together. The translation is roughly, music, you are a noble art. You've transported me to a better time, a time of healing, a time of heaven, and for that, dear music, I thank you.
Du holde Kunst, in wie viel grauen Stunden vom Licht des Lebens wilder Kreis umstrickt, hast du mein Herz zur warmer Liebe entzünden, hast du mein Herz in eine bessere Welt, in eine bessere Welt gerückt. Oft hat ein Seufzer deiner Harfe entflossen, ein süßer, heiliger Akkord von dir. Den Himmel besserer Zeit an mir erflossen. Du holde Gunst, ich danke dir dafür. Du holde Gunst, ich danke dir.
Pardon my using the book, but I'd like to read a quote for you. Julia Ward Howe wrote the lyrics to this amazing patriotic anthem in 1861, but she spoke of the experience of writing these lyrics. She said, "I went to bed that night, as usual, and slept according to my wont, quite soundly. I awoke in the gray of the morning twilight, and as I lay waiting for the dawn, the long lines of this poem began to twine themselves in my mind. Having thought out all the stanzas, I said to myself, I must get up and write these verses down, lest I fall asleep again and forget them. So with a sudden effort, I sprang out of bed and found in the dimness of an old stump of a pen, which I remembered to have used the day before, I scrawled the verses almost without looking at the paper. And I think we are very glad she did not go back to bed."